my name's Paul Whitehouse, and my involvement with Primrose as a volunteer is the art group, which is great fun. Hopefully everybody who comes to it enjoys it as much as I do, and I think primarily whether you can actually only manage a stick man or a Goya, it really doesn't matter. We just have such a laugh, and I look forward to it every week, I really do. I've come to you through a rather unique door. I was formerly a patient, and I'd had serious heart failure, and I was down to about, in the last 3 months, quite near the end of the rope. I was coming to the hospice, and again, what can I say? The camaraderie amongst patients. I mean, I want to say the crack, because we used to have a lot of fun, even as patients. When my heart nurse came to see me and said, "Have you ever considered going to the hospice?" I, like probably everybody else I've ever spoken to as a patient, all thought, ooh. But she explained what it was about, said I should just come along and have a look. Best thing I ever did. The staff, the patients, it's more like a club without the alcohol. Well, I believe they've got some of that in there. But it was great, and I was fortunate enough at that point of my illness where my cardiologist said there's some clever people at the QE putting electric hearts into people. How do you fancy that? I've got nothing to lose. So I went along, they did the job, bless them. Absolutely fantastic, and I now wear a battery pack and run on electric. Quite novel if you're short of power at home. So I did say to the girls, if I get through this, I'm going to come back and volunteer. And I did get through it, and I'm here as a volunteer. I came initially because I was asked if I would take a card group on the Fridays, but that evolved to such a card group. They took that many tables when they play on a Friday now. It could almost run itself, and at the same time, the person who used to take the art group had left, and Joe asked me if I'd be prepared to take on the art group. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's what I do at home all day, painting. And I've always found the medium of art, be it cartooning, painting, sculpture, whatever, just so enthralling and so rewarding. It doesn't really matter what it looks like, but if you enjoy doing it, have a go. And that's all I say. You know, people can come in who are wonderful artists, and I'll gladly step back and say, yeah, brilliant, crack on. If you can help any others, please do. Or if they come in and say, I've never held a pencil before, I say, well, the pointy end goes down, and it's a piece of paper. You know, it's lovely to see people having fun and also getting something out of it. It's the gossip, it's the crack, it's the laugh, it's the jokes, it's the camaraderie. Oh, painting's almost, I was going to say secondary, but that's painting miles away. There's a couple of people who spring to mind. They come to the art group, and I've actually seen them flourish. That you know, one person was quite withdrawn within himself, sort of thing, regarding art, but he's turned out some wonderful stuff, bless him. And it makes me want to do backwards somersaults, because you can see the joy on his face, and you know, he's happy to show it, and then he'll do some at home now, and he comes and says, "Oh, Paul, have a look at that." And, you know, coming to a place like this for me picks you up, because as you said earlier on, you can say how you're feeling to people, other people here, and I understand that because I've done it. And if you need a bit of extra help in any particular way regarding your condition and what the future of that may mean to your family, there's so much here at the hospice. So you are coming into a very, very safe environment. There's so many things you can do. I'm surprised we don't do welding, to be honest, because it's about the only thing I can't think of we don't do. So many things you can do, or you can have a great day doing absolutely diddly squat with your feet up and just chewing the fat with other people in a similar situation. The other thing it does do, and I'm speaking from personal experience here, definitely, it gives your other half a hell of a break. And that's something that always stuck with me. That sounds dreadful, I know it does, but it isn't. Because you need a break sometimes. Otherwise you just get stuck on the same tracks. So even if 24 hours away, well, not 24 hours, but a day apart, you've got something to talk about apart from your illness. First thing I'd say is if you don't volunteer, you're really missing out. You really are. It doesn't matter if you don't have particular talent. We're not saying, can you do this or do come to the hospice. The talent you've got is being a volunteer. And that's priceless. Come along. And it opens your eyes to a whole new parallel world. And you'll meet some really wonderful people. There's a massive unpaid reward in this place for volunteers. And you've got to come and see it and do it to get it. And it's priceless. Best job I've ever had. But as I say, we may not all be in the same boat, we're certainly on the same stream. And sometimes in there you can say things that you wouldn't say to your family. Yeah, I think that just sums it up really, doesn't it?